I'm Jay the Black. Salute to everybody that is here tonight. We got some things that we're going to discuss. Oh, yeah, we got some things that we are going to discuss. Nicki Minaj decided to set social media on fire by cooking Jay-Z and the rest of these Hollywood degenerates. Whenever Hollywood degenerates get roasted, I'm all for it, especially if it's by a fellow celebrity. Salute to everybody that's here, moderators, channel members, Patreons. Shout out to everybody that is here early. And salute to 2 Block for hitting the super chat first. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. It's good to see you. And for being a member of the channel. Shout out to the members. Make sure y'all click that join button and join the channel so you can be part of the chat elite. Yeah, Rock Nation is done. I saw where they're saying the NFL unfollowed Jay-Z. Oh, the checks are going to stop coming in from that. And what is Meg Thee Stallion going to do? She can't even pay her court fees. Meg Thee Stallion took another L in court today. She got to pay those, what do you call it, for media fees? That's crazy. I mean, listen, y'all can say, Jay, you don't know much about the court system. I did not know that you can run delinquent of paying reporter fees. That's crazy. Did they invite the reporters into the courtroom and had to pay for it? Because everything about Rock Nation, and I'm including them in this because Jay-Z is the figurehead of Rock Nation, him and Desiree Perez. And by the way, salute to Nicki Minaj for out politicking Jay-Z. Jay-Z is the ultimate politician. Nicki Minaj took it up a notch by becoming a part of the conservatives and Republicans, MAGA. She is rubbing shoulders with Trump and others, and she's going to use that to her advantage. It doesn't matter that Desiree Perez was pardoned by Trump. It's not going to matter. It's really not. Trump needs allies, okay? He's been losing them, and he needs them. Salute to everybody here. Make sure y'all like the stream. Let's see who's here. Shy Socks. Gerald was good. Landon. G. Marie Rochester was good. Kevin from Brooklyn. Tony Joe. Dab. Boss Lady. Is it Nell the Ghost? Tara J. Little was good. Armand Smith. TW was good. Celebrity Stars Magazine, what's going on? Devin. Garrison. First Op was good. Oh, this is wonderful. Seeing Jay-Z get roasted. Listen, Rock Nation has been terrorizing the music industry for years. And it's only right that we return the energy. Shout out to TW with the next super chat. Salute to you with the super chat. I appreciate the super chats early in the chat. That lets me know that y'all like what I'm doing. If y'all like these particular topics, when y'all donate like this, that lets me know that I'm doing something right. All right. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. And then she roasted Lizzo. Oh, Lizzo. Lizzo tried to defend Jay-Z and got cooked. She said Lizzo lost 300 pounds just to sell 300 albums. Lizzo should have just stayed there. Listen, they're going to defend Jay-Z because Rock Nation, a lot, they represent people in the industry, but also they terrorize people. Look at what Desiree Perez has done with her power. She's using it to terrorize her own daughter. Like, these are destructive people who thought they were invincible until those files came out. And then when those files came out, oh, you're not as invincible as you thought you were. You're not as invincible as you thought you were. Again, make sure that y'all like the stream. Oh, this is a wonderful day. It really is. Well, I want to get to something first before I get to the commentary. Let's see. The bull, is it the bull knee or the bull nah? What's good? I saw something where NBA YoungBoy's son was on a video with his mother, and he told his mother that he was being bullied in school and how he wants to be a police officer. And she looked shocked, right? And people are thinking she looks shocked because, he wants to be a police officer or whatnot. I think that she wanted to raise him to be like his father. But when you take your son and put him in a suburban environment with a stepdad that doesn't like him, how do you expect him to be like his dad? He didn't grow up the way NBA YoungBoy did. NBA YoungBoy grew up in a whole different world. And the fact that he's being bullied lets me know he has nobody in that household to turn to because he didn't tell anybody. He didn't tell his mother. He couldn't tell his stepdad, quote unquote, because he doesn't like him. DeJounte only cares about himself and the child he made with Jania. That's sad, man. It really is. And let me tell you something right now. People are actually trying to make fun of the young man because he's getting bullied. They told him he was getting bullied. That's crazy. You think all street dudes are tough? I've seen street dudes get bullied. What are you talking about? The streets are full of predators, and they will prey even on their own. I've seen it. I've seen dudes get smacked up and slammed and disrespected. And they in the gang, they street dudes. Anybody can get bullied, even street dudes. I've seen it. That's why they all run in packs, because they can never stand by themselves. But we need more young black men to want to be anything other than a street dude or a rapper, right? Because being a street dude gonna land you in prison or dead. Again, make sure y'all like the stream. They really get bullied in county jail and prison. Right. It's just like jail. The streets are just like jail. They get bullied in jail and they get bullied outside of it, trying to be a part of a gang. It's a lot of bullying that goes on in gangs. SYSBM Bros, what's good? Christopher Lewis, what's good? Yeah, Jay-Z getting in trouble for that. Yeah, man, listen, fathers, raise your sons. Don't let these women try to brainwash your child into being a crash out. Be a part of your son's lives, man. They need you. Jay-Z. Jay-Z, you going to lose that wife of yours. Beyonce is going to gather the strength to leave you at some point, because all you're going to do is drag her down. Hey, Meg Thee Stallion, who's going to pay those lawyers' fees when Roc Nation has legal problems and they can no longer financially support you going after broke bloggers who don't have the money to be tied up in court? And I'm saying broke, I'm not saying it to demean them. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. And Nicki Minaj outmaneuvered you. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about politics and how Nicki Minaj played the ultimate politic game. She understands that conservatives crave mainstream support. It's been this way for almost 10 years. And she's feel like she's fighting a battle to get out of her contract or to re-up and renegotiate, because she feels like they are taking a lot from her. Of course they are. You're talking about very greedy and selfish people. That's why being independent is that's why being independent is probably the best thing you can do as an artist. Why sign with a label, especially if it's a 360 deal? Well, she must be in one, because she's been battling Jay-Z for years. And when you look at her situation, she feels like she has nothing to lose. She feels like musically she's stuck. And she feels like they've been launching campaigns against her. I feel like that too. because that's what Rock Nation does. That is the Rock Nation playbook. The Rock Nation playbook is to go to the media and put out rumors about you, to try to call you crazy, to try to. Now again, the things that Nicki Minaj do was good. Karate Chop was good. Tone that Tone Bull was good. Tone say Tone that Bull was good, man. Appreciate y'all being here. Make sure y'all like the stream. Okay, you got the IG notification. That's great. That's great. Make sure y'all follow me on the social media so y'all get notified when I go live, all right? YouTube is not going to help as far as getting notified. So, Rock Nation is a very, I've told y'all this, they are a mafia organization. People laughed at that. They laughed at the notion of them being a mafia organization. Yes, they are. They are a mafia organization. All they do is bully people in the media. Look at the whole Tory Lanez situation. That's Rock Nation written all over it. And the things that went on there. And you look at what Nicki did. Nicki took a play out of his book and she went political. Because she feels like she has to defend herself from these people who are politically connected. Desiree Perez. She was, I believe, she pardoned by Trump? That she was okay with Jay until she couldn't get her way. That's how it always is. I'm not saying Nicki is no innocent victim. She put herself in a situation. She wanted to be a part of his circle. She wanted to be a part, but I think at some point he did not want to be around her. And maybe she felt like he was supporting her people who she felt like were her ops, like Cardi B and others, right? Meg Thee Stallion. And that made him an enemy in her eyes. Anybody that didn't support Nicki, she was going to go at. And she did. This is why I say this isn't a situation where Rock Nation is going after her for no reason. I mean, there's bad blood on both sides. I mean, there are things that she has said and done that we don't know of, that we do know of, right? They said the gold card was useless. It could be not, but she's in there. As long as she's in Trump's good graces, she's going to stay in this country. She's not getting deported, you know? So Nicki went from being a part of the inner circles of Jay-Z, right, to wanting to fight back against them because, you know, Nicki sees herself as a woman who should be at the table with men. She has that mentality. You could say that mentality got her to where she is now. But the thing about these women, they understand, and she understands her limitations. She could rant on social media all she wants to, but if she doesn't have political backing, it means nothing. So what does she do? She goes to the conservatives. She goes and meets with Erica Kirk, right? Erica Kirk wants to be a celebrity, and she knows this, and that's why she goes and meets with Erica Kirk at this TPUSA event, right? Also, let me say this about Beyonce. I think Beyonce didn't want anything, or maybe she was told not to deal with Nicki, and Nicki probably got very pissed because having Beyonce as a friend or an ally publicly would have benefited Nicki, but Beyonce has shown no support towards her, right? But she saves her vitriol for Jay-Z because I think she believes that Jay-Z is the reason why her and Beyonce aren't on the same page. Rider-wise, what's good? Make sure y'all like the stream if you haven't. It is, but the thing is that Trump pardoned her, but I think that there were others in Rock Nation that wanted to go in a different direction. They wanted to play both sides. They wanted to be liberal, but also, wanted to be close to conservatives. They wanted rocking it. Jay-Z wants to play both sides. Just like he did when he got the NFL gig, right? He used the Kaepernick thing to get at the table. And what did he do? He basically signed a deal with the NFL and basically was like, y'all need to get up off y'all knees. What are you kneeling for? Because he got what he wanted. And because of the influence that Jay-Z had at the time, he kind of still does. The NFL was able to rebound from any bad or negative press that they had. Because Jay-Z and the Rock Nation cartel that was growing in power were able to cover up any issues. See, in this situation, Nicki Minaj is not playing both sides. Nicki Minaj has chosen a side, and she has chosen to be a part of MAGA or whatever's left of it. And she's going to use that, and she's using that to her advantage with the things that she is posting on social media. And she really went at Jay-Z hard. I mean, this guy is all over them files. And that's not something you could come back from. He couldn't get the casinos. Y'all remember when Jay-Z couldn't get the casinos and how mad he was, and the people representing him, they were upset. They you could tell they wanted to make it about race. But then Nas is able to get his casino. And that pissed off white people in that area. But Nas is a thorough businessman. He's not sloppy and goofy like Jay-Z is. All right. So Jay-Z can't get the casino. And he blames the situation on the accusation that was made against him. Y'all remember the accusation made against him months ago by the girl, I believe, in Alabama. And his lawyer fought tooth and nail to get that situation swept under the rug. And they did to a certain degree. Right, Antoine, she did. She did feel like old news because he was showing more support towards these other girls. So now you have the files. The files are public. Jay-Z is all in them. Now, he's not the only one. It's just, why would you want to be around? But Epstein, Weinstein, it's bad enough that you're around Epstein, but then you're around Harvey Weinstein too. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure those guys had reputations in the industry. They knew about him behind closed doors, and they still chose to be around him because they thought he had power. And they engaged in certain activities with them according to the files because they believed he had power. Now you see the people who are thirsty for relevance and to gain allies in Hollywood, and who wasn't. What's good, Kayla? Versace was good. Make sure y'all like the stream if you haven't. Salute to everyone that's here tonight. It's a lot going on, ain't it? Yeah, these steams, right? It's always a steam. In a situation. But it's a lot of washed upness in this situation, right? You got Jay-Z, Rock Nation, Desiree Perez. You got Nicki Minaj. You got what's left of MAGA, Trump, the Steen files. Slim South, what's up? Salute to everybody that's here. It's just so much going on. Yeah, Jay-Z is in the files. Yes, he's in the files. That's why he's getting destroyed all over social media. He's in those files. And the thing is, Trump did not want these files to come out. He didn't, because he knew who was going to be in it and the horrible ramifications of it. Now, none of these people are being prosecuted. None of these people are going to jail. It's just for the public to, I guess, interpret. That's the saddest part about this whole situation. And Nicki's using this to her war against Jay-Z. I wonder if Jay-Z decides to renegotiate her contract and make things fairer for her. Will she stop this onslaught? But again, she's using this to her benefit. She outmaneuvered him. She played the political game. Not a lot of rappers do that. There's so many of these rappers who have opportunities to play the political game, and they're so scared that their fans are going to turn against them. Nicki doesn't care. Nicki cares about her bottom line. She cares about money. She cares about making a lot of money. She cares about preserving her career because she has hardcore fans that's going to rock with her regardless. But unfortunately, people don't play the political game the way Jay-Z did. And that's why Jay-Z is able to maneuver and do the things that he is doing, because he understands the political game. He understands playing both sides. And that's why he's been able to get to where he's gotten to, because he plays both sides. He's an ultimate political game player. And that's why Roc Nation has been basically untouchable for years. Well, until now. Salute to everybody this year. Let me put up these tweets. Okay, let me see where it starts at. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me go. All right, this is where it looks like it started. She goes to an old tweet from 2024. It says Jay-Z dated Foxy Brown when she was 15 and took her virginity. He was 23. Jay-Z was out with Aaliyah when she was 15, 16, 17. And he was 26, 27, 28. I saw somebody in the comment section saying that Aaliyah was older than that. And then she says true or false. Then it says that TMZ founder Harvey Levin was named in the Epstein files, and that he's described as a good friend who could help run a global PR effort to defend. That's crazy. Yo, these people are the worst. And by the way, TMZ made a video. I didn't see it. I think they made a response video. But yeah, as you can see there, that's Beyonce and that's Aaliyah. And they're saying that this was 96 and this was 97. She's trying to say that Jay-Z knew Beyonce was. This crazy. This is what she put though. Are y'all understand that these people have been sacrificed? Okay, let me scroll out of this. I didn't want to get too deep into that. I don't want to get too deep into that either. Y'all can go look at her timeline. Y'all can look at her timeline, but I'm trying to get into some of this other stuff. She talks about Trevor Noah apparently liking men. That wouldn't shock me. I mean, nobody knew who Trevor Noah was. How did he get to where he is? If you see people get to these points, you're like, where did he come from? He probably has some old white man that's tricking off and getting them opportunities. I'm just saying that's my opinion, no evidence or proof to show that. He said, they sabotaged my documentary because I spoke about the abuse I suffered. They've been trying to stall all my projects in hopes I'd lose a bunch of money and beg them for help. Their leaders still think it's a joke. The destruction that's about to come down on them isn't funny. I told y'all to leave me alone. Now you'll understand why. You should have just sat there and taken your meds. Imagine if you're a 30-year-old rapper. Imagine if a 30-year-old rapper was out there with a 16-year-old in this day and age. How y'all would have had his head on a platter. That is very true. That's why people hate R. Kelly. You know, they hate there are people who hate R. Kelly to this day because of this. Right? Because of him dating Aaliyah and, you know. The guy who was hugging and humping on In broad daylight next, I'll get on the owner of the Shade Room and more. I'll discuss the brainwashing techniques they use. Yo, look at the engagement. Look at the engagement. 7 million, 3 million. Jay-Z, you better pay her. You better pay her all her money, because I think that she will continue this. Put up this of Jay-Z and his alleged son. Jay-Z fought really hard to keep from having to take a DNA test. He fought really hard to not have to take a DNA test. You know, fought really hard to not have to show whether or not he is the father. But I mean, you can interpret that yourselves. They're flying in immigrants to vote. Any Christian who votes Democrat again is a fool. They're showing people that it's okay to disrupt the church during worship. This is how they truly feel about you. The veil is lifted. No morals, no integrity. It's not enough for them to have an opinion. They've escalated to physical intrusion of place of worship. The demons inside of them are so bothered. She got on him. This, speaking of a guy that never got canceled for this, by the way, he's such a deep, I won't say deep state. Like he's so deeply embedded with white liberals and black liberals as well. They've never canceled him for this. Jimmy Kimmel's never been canceled for this, by the way. Say Chrissy Teigen got a member. She said Chrissy Teigen got a what? Oh, man. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Say Fat Lizzo lost 300 pounds just to sell 300 albums. So now she has loose skin and a flop album and a weird charge. Sheesh. Now, this was funny. Because she do. Now, Lizzo was able to beat the charges, right? She was sued by ex-dancers who made all these accusations towards her. The cases, I believe, got dismissed, and Lizzo was out here doing a victory lap. But Lizzo's done. Lizzo was a plant, and she was planted by liberals to push their agendas, and people are over her, you know. Let's see. So that's pretty much it. She was putting up posts, basically doing a two-step all over Jay-Z. Jay-Z, you better pay this woman before she continues to go at you, because you in them files, so you can't fight back. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what Rock Nation try to do, you can't really fight back from this, because Nicki has no shame. That's what people don't understand. Nicki Minaj has absolutely no shame. She is willing to say these things and stand on it. Jay-Z, are you willing to fight her over this? Or are you willing to go and work financially to make things right with her? Because if you don't, she's going to continue to push this. She's getting like 4 or 5 million impressions on her tweets. Calling you a what? Jay-Z, you might want to settle whatever issue you got with this woman before she continues to twerk all over your grave out here. Rock Nation is cooked. Meg Thee Stallion, why do you owe $15,000 to the court for reporters' fees? That is, I've never heard that. I've seen so many of these court cases, never heard where a plaintiff basically had to pay $15,000 in reporters' fees, I believe. The money is running low. Meg Thee Stallion, get help. You feeling guilty about what you did to Tory Lanez. So you're out here suing bloggers because of your guilt. If you felt no guilt, you would have moved on with your life. People say things on the internet. You're feeling guilty and you think you can shut people up. Stop talking about Tory, because when people talk about Tory, that guilt just eats at you. So you go and you run the Rock Nation and Jay-Z. You ask Desiree Perez for advice, and Desiree Perez, who's another mentally unstable person, tells you to sue, and they will pay for it. And they'll say, well, Milagro is going to have to pay you back when she loses. Well, Milagro was only ordered to pay $40,000. And I don't think she's going to have to pay those other fees.
You've been
just mentally unstable. Jay-Z needs all the money because the NFL is about to cut him loose. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Rock Nation, y'all try to silence people, ruin people's lives, get people canceled, get people kicked off platforms. That's a whole lot of karma. Meg Thee Stallion, move on with your life. Tory Lanez is going to get out of jail, whether it's now or at the end of his sentence. You can't run from that. Rock Nation put a battery in your back. Desiree Perez, a woman who terrorized her own daughter. It ain't me saying it. Her own daughter has done interviews saying that you're terrorizing her because she married a black man. Do y'all not understand how insane that is? That Desiree Perez, a woman who works for a black man, who claims to have black friends, is angry because her daughter married a black man. And y'all want to talk about a black and brown coalition? Desiree Perez is a racist, according to her daughter. But you got these Negroes putting faith in her. They're putting faith in a racist. But black and brown coalition, y'all are some morons. It's black and it's always only ever been black. We've always been for ourselves. Ain't no teams, none of that shit. Desiree Perez uses her position to attack black men. Tory Lanez, her daughter's husband. But she works for Jay-Z. Make that make sense. She's friends with Meg Thee Stallion. And other blacks. These are the people that surround Jay-Z. And all of that, his lawyer, Rock Nation's lawyer is a goofy. But he's good at what he does. He's able to get these cases shut down. But the facts are out there with the files. The files are out there. You can't bury that because it's out there. It's out there. And now you got Nicki with all her popularity twerking on your grave. Like, that's why I say Jay-Z and Rock Nation is cooked. You're cooked. And you have nobody but yourself to blame. Look at this. She's doing interviews talking about her love of Trump. And the funny thing is, Desiree Perez didn't have to do any of this. But she's a snitch. You know, she's probably still giving government information. I wouldn't be surprised if she's giving information to the government on Rock Nation so she can save herself. I would not be shocked at all, man. This woman hates black men. You think she cares about Jay-Z? Cares about what she can get from Jay-Z. It's an embarrassment. An absolute embarrassment for Rock Nation. Let me get that. Matter of fact, let me get that paperwork in regards to Meg Thee Stallion, because I want to drive this point home. Rock Nation ain't got the money, man. That's why they can't pay these fees. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. And by the way, 21 Savage buying streams. honestly, bro, I was wondering how he's been able to maintain a career this long. But he's out here biting streams. I'm like, I didn't know he was that popular to still be considered a thing. He's good on features, but that's about it. Super chat.
It's just too much noise for the NFL. That's why they're pulling away from Jaye.
Appreciate that. I can't see it in the chat. Let me hold up, 'cause I'm having issues. This thing is freezing up. Hold up. This thing's freezing up. Don't tell me this thing's freezing up. Shout out to Gerald. Shout out to Gerald. Hold on, let me. It says it's buffering. Let me know if y'all hear me in the chat room, because it says it's buffering. Oh, man. Don't tell me I shouldn't be having issues with this. Let's say it's I'm loud and clear. Okay. Okay. Refresh. All right. Oh. Okay, y'all. I'm just waiting for the studio to come back on. I don't know what's going on here, because everything seemed like it's running, but the YouTube studio is tripping. Yeah, it's just the YouTube studio is acting funny. Hold on, let me see if I can go in live. Okay, let me go into this studio. No, that's not the studio part. Let me see. Go live. Give me a second, y'all. I'm having to go back in here. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm back. Salute to everybody that's here. What's good, Kathy? I see you. Celebrity Styles, I see. Okay, now I'm back. All right. So I was about to go to this paperwork. Let me see. Let me see here. Okay. We're gonna talk about how much Rock Nation is bleeding money. And I think Meg Thee Stallion might be at fault for them bleeding money. And people in the comment section trying to justify it. Nah, they're just broke. Let's see. As y'all can see there, and DJ Academics is there. It says Megan Thee Stallion, Rock Nation, idiots wasted millions to get $40K. How you owe the court $15,000? Crazy shit. Now, okay, now this is from the page Come With Facts. All right. It says in the Megan v. Milagro case, the judge has ordered Megan's attorneys to pay outstanding court reporter invoices. Now this is plural. Invoices, not just one. Invoices that is outstanding. For all the slow people in the comment section trying to justify this, they said pay outstanding court reporter invoices, plural, for trial transcripts they previously ordered. The unpaid bills total approximately $15,500, includes a $14,600 invoice from December 2nd and an $837 invoice from December 16th. The court noted the transcripts were prepared and delivered and has now ordered payment by February 5th. These people are broke. They broke. They ain't got no money. And you know why they broke? Because they ain't got no more money to keep defending this nonsense. This is nonsense. Like, Megan, you are the cause of this problem. You're the cause. That's why I say Rock Nation is crumbling. It is crumbling. Because they used to have no problem paying these fees off, right? Having Meg Thee Stallion go back and forth to court and in other situations. And now she ain't got it. And by the way, this was in December. They couldn't pay it. Because Megan ain't got the money. That's why she with Klay Thompson, because she ain't got it. So she had to go get her a rich man who could help her financially. These heifers are broke. And they fake a lifestyle. In any other situation, Meg Thee Stallion would never date Klay Thompson. She would never date Klay Thompson. But the majority of rappers who have money don't want anything to do with Meg and Pete. So you know what she's done? She gets with Klay Simpin Thompson and gets him to agree to be in a relationship. Right? Hold on. So he agrees to be in this relationship. Look, somebody says destroying is a reach. No, it's not, brother. She making him look like a fool. Go look at the numbers on them tweets. Somebody in my comment says trying to say that Nicki Minaj isn't destroying Rock Nation. She absolutely is. Okay, she made him look like a complete weirdo last night. And I'm pretty sure he's going to beg for mercy at some point because of him being in those files. But I understand y'all want to defend him. You want to defend Rock Nation. But Megan ain't got the money to fight these cases. And again, if you have lawyers and you have a war chest, you should be able to pay these fees no problem. But in any other situation, Klay Thompson, she would never want to date Klay Thompson. But Klay is, he's such a simp and he likes sleeping with her that he's willing to be in this PR relationship because that's all it is. So all of a sudden now she wants to show off her perfect relationship. What about the other time? All these other relationships she done been in? Because it's all for show. It's all to her weird fans. You know what's funny? You have these people who claim to be fans of Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B and others. They want to see these women single but in relationships. The reason why I say that Beyonce might need to divorce Jay-Z is for self-preservation. Not because I think she should be single. It's because she don't want to have the financial fallout and social fallout from what he's doing. And he's been horrible with money. This is why this guy is mortgaging homes for payments, right? Not mortgaging. He's borrowing against the properties just so he could get the money. That man is spending up money left and right. Why do you think Beyonce is going on back-to-back tours? I would not be shocked if she goes on another tour because she has to bring in more money because of his spending. Just imagine. Because there was a time Beyonce wasn't doing no shows. Now she done did one tour, which was a huge success. Bam, she's back on the road touring again because she has to financially get the family going because this man is burning through money to the point to where Megan Thee Stallion, who's relying on Rock Nation to fund these lawsuits or to fund these, these cases, it seems like they can no longer do it. So now she got to go get in a relationship with Klay Thompson just to get the money. If y'all don't think that she's asking this guy for money, you don't know these heifers. They're not getting into no 50-50 relationship. She not paying no bills. Do y'all think Meg Thee Stallion is going 50-50 with Klay Thompson? No, she is not. She's spending his money, and he's glad to spend his money on her because that's what these suckers do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say being a celebrity, only good thing about being a celebrity is making money, because as a man, you recycling the same women? That's crazy. And then you're recycling women that have mental issues. Megan Thee Stallion helped put a black man in jail over her hurt feelings because she got drunk and got violent and it went left. And he's to blame for that. And the funniest thing about this is that when Tory Lanez was found guilty and sent to jail or sent to prison, the district attorney, who's gone now in California, put out a statement that basically, and I'm just paraphrasing, he's glad that Tory Lanez went to jail because Tory Lanez hurt a black woman, and he felt like he was defending these women against men like Tory. And that was celebrated. But then you find out that Jay-Z, according to the files, was harming girls. How do you justify that? I know people are doing mental gymnastics trying to figure out, well, Jay-Z didn't exactly do this or he didn't exactly do that. I understand y'all grew up with him. He is your hero. He's not my hero. He's not somebody that I look up to. So maybe I'm just different. And by the way, I'm 36. So growing up, I knew who Jay-Z was through the late 90s, early 2000s. But at the end of the day, we see why Rock Nation is who they are and why they're so ruthless. Look at the type of people he was around. He was with the Steens. He was dealing with these people. He was really in that Hollywood swamp. And to hear that district attorney try to use the Tory Lanez being found guilty and sent to prison as he's helping women. Bro, you were looking in the wrong direction. Because California, especially LA, is full of predators who have never been prosecuted for anything that they've ever done. But we all have scapegoats. And what Megan has done, she has filed these lawsuits. And Jay-Z's been funding it. And look at God. Look how God works. You try to destroy a man's life, but that mirror always looks back at you at the end of the day. It does. I mean, look at this. This heifer Megan can't even pay her fees because they ain't got the money. They thought that Megan would get more, but Megan doesn't even have enough to cover the filing fee. You know what I'm saying? She did get awarded enough to pay these fees, which is about $15,000. She got awarded $40,000, but not the 1 or 2 million she thinks that she's gonna get. Now, people are still saying, well, Milagro may end up having to pay those lawyers' fees. That judge is not going to make that woman pay no $2-3 million in lawyers' fees. She's just not going to do that. Now, I would be shocked. Not shocked. I'd be surprised. I'm like, y'all do know that this girl can't pay no millions of dollars in lawyers' fees, right? So it could be a situation where they say, well, they order her to pay maybe $500,000. Because I've seen it to where they make it as reasonable as possible for a person to pay lawyers' fees. So you're already in debt and in the hole for attorney's fees. And by the way, Megan is gearing up to challenge the ruling. Because I don't think she got defamation, I think. So she's getting new lawyers, which are going to be even more expensive than the previous lawyers, which is going to cost even more money. She's putting herself in more debt. By the way, Jay-Z himself is losing money because he's bad with money. These people are disgusting. But, you know, this right here is just shows you that, you know, common sense ain't common. You're doing this because of your guilt. You want this to go away. It never will, Megan. And Jay-Z and Desiree Perez put that batter in your back, and now you're stuck.
I am happy Milagro won. Shade Room sisters are pissed.
Salute, Sir Shy. Appreciate that. Oh, yeah, they were pissed. Because they identify with Megan. They think she's a victim. They look at her. She's an average looking woman. She's not overly attractive at all. She just likes to twerk and show off her body. So they identify with her. And so they want her to be successful and all that, but they go about it the wrong way. So you're okay with her trying to destroy another black woman? You people are insane. You people are absolutely insane. Y'all want her to destroy another black woman. What? Because she reshared a photo that was sent to her? And her life is supposed to be destroyed and y'all are okay with that? But I thought y'all cared about black women. I thought y'all cared about the well-being of black women. Obviously, these heifers don't. These heifers hate black women, but they only team up with black women if they're trying to destroy a black man. Yeah, Kiko. Megan Thee Stallion is a very average-looking woman. Y'all may think she's hot or say she's average. There's nothing wrong with that. You know? Salute Jaded 23.
Salute. Had to tune in to hear the gospel.
Salute, bro. Salute. Appreciate you. Yeah, she's an average looking woman. All this over an average looking woman. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. But the crashing out, the just, you know, it's all over Meg Thee Stallion. This is crazy. Salute to everybody that's here, man. Thank y'all for being here tonight because we had to talk about this, man. Rock Nation they're going through it right now. Rock Nation is going through it. How does it feel, Jay-Z, to know that you are cooked? All the people you've bullied in the industry, all the content creators you've gone after, the people's lives that you've ruined. How does it feel? The fact that you're ruining yourself financially, you're basically living off Beyonce's money. Because what money does Jay got coming in? He can't even get a casino unless you know that financially he's not in a good place. You mean to tell me Nas, the guy that people claim, or Jay-Z, he's a billionaire. He got more money than Nas. But Nas easily got him a casino. Easily. Over the businessman, Jay-Z. You know why? Because Jay-Z ain't got money like that. He's out here borrowing. I'm pretty sure Nas did too, but Nas brought in business partners. He probably has the capital. He has it himself to present What's good, Jason Grady? Yeah, Nas got a casino before Jay because Nas had all his shit together. He had all his stuff in order. He's able to show, listen, I have money. The people I'm with have money. We can get this going. And they said, let's do it. But Jay-Z, they know Jay-Z is struggling. Jay-Z is struggling. That's why he couldn't get that casino. It's not because look, if you look at Jay-Z, he doesn't have like, I mean, he's gotten his issues with the law, but I mean, until he got accused recently, he hadn't really had any public issues. Yeah, he does use Beyonce to seal his deals. Yep. Yeah, New York definitely don't want to be associated with Roc Nation. It's a cartel. It's a mafia organization. Yeah, Nas won. Nas won in rap and Nas won in money. Like whatever you want to do, we can do rap, we can do money. I still win. What's good, David? Sofa King was good. Make sure y'all like the stream if you haven't. So I don't want to hear no more Nas versus Jay-Z or Jay-Z's bigger. No, he's not. Jay-Z is struggling financially. Shout out to Sir Shah.
Tell Billie Eilish and Giancarlo Esposito to stop getting regular people to crash out break the law. Happy Kendrick and Clips won, but that's it.
Appreciate that. Yeah, Kendrick, talk about a winner. That guy, he won. He definitely won. He definitely won. But listen, liberal celebrities always want others to do what they're unwilling to do themselves. That's why I say if you go out there and y'all get into fights with police and ICE over these people, you're insane. And what's even funnier to me is that black people are upset at ICE for shooting white people. And again, I'm not saying that you can't have a heart, but when did black people become outraged about white people losing their life? I'm trying to figure this out. Black people dying every day. People could care less. But a white woman gets shot? Oh my God. Black people, y'all are, maybe these are just black liberals, but y'all more upset than white people are. Black people, let me ask you, why are y'all more upset? Why are y'all more upset that white people are getting shot by? I thought y'all claimed white people are race soldiers and they're only out to attack black people. I don't see ICE attacking black people unless black people are going at them. So I'm just trying to figure that out. Why are y'all outraged, more outraged than white people are? Yeah, it's a Trump thing, but I just think that a lot of these black people are coons at heart. And all that pro-black talk is just talk. They really love white people. Because when that white woman got shot, all black people were angry. And again, I'm not saying anybody should be shot. I'm not saying that. I screwed up. They did. But if you're out there fighting ICE, whatever happens to you is your fault. Because you're out there physically fighting these people who have guns. That is on you. That is on you. Yeah, why are Negroes out there? I'm trying to figure that out. I don't see Hispanics marching with black people about police brutality or anything else. I don't see it. Black and brown coalition is stupid. It doesn't exist. It's just a way for Hispanics to use black people, just like every other race has used black people. So black people, stay out the way. Why are y'all sitting up there getting outraged because white people are out there fighting with these guys. Stay on the sidelines. Don't be online like y'all ready to go march against ICE. That is not your fight. And you know what's crazy? Before I went live, I saw a sign, right? This Mexican was holding a sign and it said Brown and Black Coalition. It said Brown and Black Coalition. Black people, stop being used by these people. Yeah, blacks they are fighting harder than Hispanics. It's crazy. I thought all these Mexicans are ganged up. Where are these Mexican gangs at? Why are they not out there fighting? I don't get it. Black people, you fight harder for everybody else but yourself. But then you get online talking about how you black and you FBA. You not FBA because you fighting for everybody else. Y'all look crazy out there marching against ICE. You look stupid. And especially black people from California or some of these other states where it's a lot of Hispanics. Y'all complain about being attacked by these people, about these people running you out of your communities. Y'all complain about that. And then you want to go and march with them. I don't get it. Maybe we are conquered people because I don't get it. I really don't. Yes, a lot of black women supporting ICE, hating ICE and in supporting Hispanics against ICE. Black women are controlled people. That's why I think black women they were very pissed when that white woman lost her life because they worship white women. They have a love-hate relationship with white women. And when they saw that white woman lose her life, that ICE officer shoot that woman, they were angry because that's mama to them. That's their leader, their idol. They dress up like white women. That's who they want to be like. He's trying to get some Spanish poom poom. It might be. I hope it worth it. Yeah, black women going the hardest because black women are controlled by white liberals. And white liberals like black women, if y'all don't get out there and start tweeting and marching against ICE, these are your orders. Shout out to Sir Shah.
A lot of them are protecting interracial access.
Appreciate that. That could be true. I've heard of black men marrying these Hispanic women that come from over the border. What's good, Stephen Brown? You see Shabuzi caping for them too? You've seen his I didn't see his speech. I didn't even watch the Grammys. But I heard of some things that these people are saying because Shabuzi's trying to pander. He's trying to pander to white liberals. He's trying to appease the white liberals. He's trying to appease Hispanics and blacks who are outraged about what's going on with ICE, even though it ain't our fight. Y'all complain about these people taking your jobs and your community, but here y'all are defending them, which is insane. And thing is, I don't even listen to this Shabuzi guy. This fake ass black country music. I don't listen to him. They do. Black women are controlled. You want to know what a bot is? It's an Americanized black woman who college educated, fraternity or sorority. They're always the most controlled. Go look at a black woman that's in a sorority that works either in corporate America or somewhere else. She's always the biggest Democrat bot. She's always fighting a white liberal's fight. Go look at her credentials. She's always in some sorority. College went to a HBCU. That don't matter. A lot of the illegal women aren't even baddies though. And the ones that are bad are already coming over with a husband and kids. An African country music singer. Let me tell you something. Is he African or is he American? If he's an African dude, you already know why he's in country music. He want access to them white women. That's why. African dudes love white women. Listen, go. African women will tell you that. African women will tell you African men love a white woman. Especially them AKAs. Right. They always in a sorority, mainly AKAs, and they're the biggest staunch Democrat, liberal women out there. And they fight every fight that a white liberal fights, they fight. That's how you know they're AKA or they're in a sorority, because they're always up under white women trying to fight their battles, shaming black men for not supporting white liberals, talking about why black men aren't out there against ICE. Listen, black men deal with enough, okay? Black men already deal with issues with police. Why are we going to go out there and make ourselves a target? Like, come on, man. Say deltas are worse. Like Angela Rye and Angela. Right. It's always these women who are in sororities who are the most like outspoken liberal bots. Not all Africans. It be them Christian Africans. It could be that too, because you got Muslim Africans who, they'll be with a black woman. His parents are from Nigeria, so he's the first Nigerian American born. Oh, so that makes sense. He loves some white women. He's in country music too. Oh man, this guy's probably running through Nashville and Austin. All when he's out there, at them shows, just running through white women. That black Greek sororities are jokes. It's crazy. Tiffany Cross sucks. I'm telling you. They always in some sororities. Those be the most outspoken ones, being the sororities. What's some of these liberal towns? Some of these country museums. You got Nashville. You got Austin. Let's see. Nashville, Austin. Jackson, Mississippi, or let's see. Birmingham, Alabama. Austin, Texas. Dallas, Texas. Tempe, Arizona. Nigerians love cream in their coffee. Gay Bunny should be, listen, man. The NFL probably done told him, don't come out there doing anything feminine, because we can't, because Trump is probably going to be there. Trump is probably going to be at the Super Bowl. And they do that, man. So they're going to be like, nah, don't do that. He says, Paducah, Kentucky. So Austin is full of liberals. It is. Laredo, Texas. Yeah, make sure y'all like the stream if you haven't, man. I wanted to get on here and really talk about the end of Rock Nation. This is the beginning of the end. I think the beginning of the end was a Tory Lanez thing, because it highlighted Rock Nation and the depths that they would go through in order to destroy somebody. He's good friends with Robert Kraft. Trump says he's not showing up at the Super Bowl this week. Oh, he's not? Oh, okay. Because he was at the College Football National Championship, though, but okay. CarteI B is going to be there. because Stephon Diggs is going to be in the Super Bowl, so they're going to try to capitalize on that. Okay, so Trump is not going to be there. Okay. Bad Bunny robbed Kendrick of Album of the Year. This was BBS. They're probably going off numbers. Maybe Bad Bunny's album did more, but GNX, to me, I feel like was a better album. But, I guess he has a bigger worldwide fan base. I don't know. So who you got in the Super Bowl? I'm low-key rooting for New England. Listen, I think it's going to be a defensive battle. The Patriots play really good defense. Mike Vrabel is a really good coach, but I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks because the Seahawks have that superstar rookie Nick Emanrory from South Carolina Gamecocks. Shout out to them, and I think they're just a better overall team because Sam Darnold can throw the ball down the field. They can move the ball on offense, and they can play really good defense. So I think out of the two, they're the most complete team because Sam Darnold's going to play his ass off, okay? So I got the Seahawks in this one. This kind of reminds me of when the Broncos played the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers were an up-and-coming football team, a young football team. The Broncos was an older team with Peyton Manning, and the Broncos found a way to win. So that's what it looks like to me. I think they're gonna force the Patriots to make mistakes throwing the football, and if they can do that, which they probably will, it's gonna be tough for them to come back because I think the Seahawks can score on the Patriots defense. Yeah, shout out to Nick Emanroy, superstar freshman rookie. The Bears were close. That Bears offense is really good. And they have a quarterback, even though I don't like the fingernail shit, but the guy can play. Okay, they got the right coach. The guy's energetic. They got the right guy there, Here's my past Jay-Z as rapper with the most Grammy. Yeah, let's see how long Jay-Z can coexist with Kendrick Lamar, him getting those accomplishments, Let's see. Okay. I think that's it for me, guys. Thank y'all for being here tonight. Again, you could continue the conversation in the comment section. Make sure y'all like this stream if you haven't. Go check out my videos that I'm posting. Go check out the Patreon. I'm still putting up exclusives. I got some exclusives coming. And we're going to continue to build. We're going to continue to build. We're going to continue to call out the bullshit that's going out here. We talking that real red pill, not that fake whatever it is they're trying to bastardize it into. You got these people who are nothing more than grifters and clowns trying to besmirch my ideology. Okay? I might even have to address some of these people. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on out here. Again, all the relevant links are in the description box. Go follow me on my other platforms. X, Facebook, Instagram. Also, I'm on Kick, Rumble, Twitch. So go follow me over there just cause, right? All right, people. That's it for me. Thank y'all for being here tonight. Salute to everybody that's here. I will see y'all in the next one. Y'all take care and have a great rest of your night. All right?